Hi, I'm Carla Schaefer, Antique Beads designer, and I will be demonstrating a ring glue-in and glaze component. I'm going to go over the list of tools and supplies needed for this project. I'm going to be using a Patera ring blank, and they come in 3 different shapes and sizes. We have a round, a square, and an oval. And we also have these great collage papers that you can cut and from the sheet and cut the image that you want to use, or you can use scrapbooking paper or photos. I'm going to be glazing the pieces with a DG3 gel, and you will need an adhesive such as gem tack or a tacky glue to glue the image into the blank. Also, if you want any kind of an adornment, I'm going to be using a flat back, so you will need scissors and a pair of tweezers. Okay, I've chosen to use the Bathing Beauties collage sheet, and though the rings aren't necessarily the exact size for these little collage pictures, the pendants that we carry are the exact size. All you got to do is cut them out and glue them into the pendant. But for this purpose, you can still collage, cut and crop. And I've chosen this round starfish image right here that just about perfectly fits this ring. So this is what I'm going to cut out and use for my example. Okay, I've cut out the image that I want, and I had to trim it up around the edges of this several times until I got it to fit inside the ring. And in fact, this ring has just a little bit of a lip on it, so the image will slip right underneath there. You might want to tuck it in with your tweezers. I went ahead and applied some glue to the ring itself, and now I'm just going to place the image inside, and just want to make sure that I get it, first of all, straight. And then just kind of tuck it in, and I'm going to go ahead and tuck the paper in underneath this lip. And you really want this to glue in, because sometimes when you apply the glaze, your images tend to float. So you might want to just go ahead and add that glue. Let it set. Now that I've got it in, then we can apply the DG3 gel. Something else that I thought to keep the ring level was to use a clothespin, and so I just clipped the side of the ring with the clothespin so it would set level. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your DG3 gel, and you do not want bubbles, so you might want to go ahead and squeeze a little bit out on a piece of scrap paper to get some of the bubbles out of the neck of the bottle. And then you want to start on the edges and just fill. Go all the way around and work your way to the middle. And if you get bubbles, just tap them out with your tweezers or scoop them out. Move them to the edge, and then you can scoop them out. And I'm going to put just a single layer down, and I want to go ahead and embellish the center of this. So I'm going to take a 3mm Swarovski flat back. But you can put little metal components, charms, other scrapbooking papers, and what have you in it. So I'm just going to set that in the center. And then I'm going to add just a little more of the DG3 gel. And then what we're going to do is let this set. You may want to add another layer. I think on the rings that I've already done, I went ahead and did 2 layers, because it will recess a little bit as it dries. And you want it to cure and dry for several hours without touching it. And I will show you a couple that I've already done. And again, I cut out this from the Paris sheet. I cut the crown out and added it to another piece of scrapbooking paper. And then we also, this is one that didn't fit. It was a larger photo, and I just cropped it, cut it to fit the oval ring. And then also the one that I've got on. So this is what they look like when they're dry.